May I introduce to you the creator of Pac-Man?
Professor Iwatani, what are you doing?
I would talk to him. He's my son.
My Twitter was flooded with hate last night for Adam Sandler's new movie.
I didn't tweet you at
No,
all.
it wasn't you.
Oh,
It was
okay.
everybody else just piling on the
Yeah.
hatred for pixels. We have seen it.
This is a moment to pile on, and I think that's the way the internet works,
Yeah.
right? Everyone's got to get their pile on early. They got to
Yeah.
get it in now, and so now's the time to do it. But you've seen it, though.
I've seen it, and
Yeah.
my question to the world is, where were you 8 movies ago with Adam Sandler?
That's
There's
a
been
good question.
a flood of terrible Adam Sandler movies. I don't think Pixels is that terrible. I had a good time with this movie.
It's not that terrible, and we went in, and full disclosure, we had low expectations because
hugely
everybody,
low,
even
yes.
walking into the screening last night, they were like, "Oh, the reviews aren't great for this." And then, so you and I sat there. My arms were folded. That's how I always watch these screenings. I was stroking my skeptic's beard.
Ready
It's
for one of
invisible.
these.
And we were ready for that, and
Yeah.
I kept whispering to Vic, "It's already down to a 9, and it's down to an 8." And then by the time I got down around 7, I started to feel like my score was going up again.
Yeah.
And that was a strange moment because I didn't expect that to happen, considering the widespread panning that's going on right now.
Yeah, and it's not a wonderful movie. It's definitely not one of Adam Sandler's best. It's not hilarious.
Not
it's
Chris Columbus's best.
No, even in spite of all of that, it still charmed me. And the thing that I liked about it is that, yes, it's pretty obvious with its 80s illusions, and it's trying to applaud all of the arcade world out there, and it goes for low-hanging fruit with a lot of that stuff. But we've never seen this collection of arcade characters in a movie before. We've never seen them come to life and tear across cities and chomp through things and destroy buildings. And honestly, when they get into the first fight against this alien menace, because this is all about arcade games coming to life and invading different cities and destroying them. When Adam Sandler and his troupe of arcaders get into the first fight with the centipede monsters, I was like, this is insane. This is so cool to look at. I said, this is incredible.
I love the little visuals, the pixels that are flying
Me
off
too.
the centipede as they're shooting at it. They're using some sort of military-grade light gun that they're fighting these creatures with.
Yep.
The two characters at the start, and it's Adam Sandler's character and Josh Gad's character, they
Yep.
pick up the light guns. All of a sudden, they're way better than the military. These are the guys who are in charge going forward, and it had a little bit of a Ghostbusters feel
Yep.
to it.
You're welcome.
They start putting on the costumes. They're called the Arcaders. It always sounded like Al-Qaeda to me,
Yeah.
but it's the Arcaders.
Donkey Kong.
Kevin James is in there. He's one of their childhood friends as well, but he's the president. He can't read, so that's the running joke over the course of the movie.
the president of the United States of
the
America.
United States, yeah. What do you think, the SRB?
No, but I mean, once you get over that hurdle and you can accept that he is, Kevin James is the president of the United States of America, you could just go, all right, whatever.
I agree. I love Michelle Monaghan. I think
Yep.
she's so charming. She's so beautiful. She has such a great set of legs. I'm going to write fan fiction about her a little later in the day today, but not right now. We're still working.
And,
But listen,
she keeps up toe-to-toe with everybody in
she's
the movie.
okay, but she's also just like, you're the woman role here.
Yes, for
There's
sure.
there's 3 guys and there's 1 woman. You're the woman.
It's just a barrel. How bad can it hurt?
I certainly didn't look at it through rose-colored glasses, but Q*bert is almost a co-star in this movie too, which is kind of crazy to me because I've always loved that character. And I did think that it had a little bit of this innocuous Ghostbusters, Men in Black kind of charm to it. It's not as good as any of those movies, but to think that it's in that ilk, you know, that it has this out-of-time kind of charm quality to it. It did feel like a movie that was made in the 80s, even though it's a little insulting with its tubulars and its mullets and stuff like that.
I want to say something. You're not going to like this. I'm just going to say it really fast. We're going to talk about it on the podcast later. Wreck-It Ralph, I was rooting for. It didn't really pan out for me. I felt like that was a little more successful than this. Here, I can't believe I didn't have a much worse time than I did, but I still feel like gamers are the most sensitive, smartest, most intelligent, most developed human beings on the planet. They really are.
Yeah.
And they still aren't getting anything from Hollywood that they deserve yet. And this isn't good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. It's good, but I don't think it's worth $12.50. I don't think it needs the goddamn 3D. It's just not good enough. It's not smart enough. It's not sharp enough. There's not enough gamer information in there. I'm a little dissatisfied.
There's a lot to sink our teeth into, but there's a long way to go.
I did not like the Q*bert at all, and my
like
score
Q*bert.
is going to reflect that. It's a 4 out of 10.
A 4? Oh man, your 4 gets a 4 out of 10 from me, but the movie gets a 6.5.
You get a 0, Vic.
EP's movie coverage is brought to you by Nintendo, makers of Splatoon for the Wii U.